Well, I had to run out this morning. I got a couple errands I got to take care of. And then the rest of the day, I'm not sure. It's interesting. A little tilted there. Well, we're down here on the waterfront working on the road, so that's a plus. All right, we're going next. That when oh, there we go. Well, I doubt they'll be done by the time I get back. I just got a short errand to do going north. So they'll still be on the waterfront, more than likely, unless I decide to take some detour or whatever. This morning I learned something, and I had been wondering about it for a little while. And this has to do with coffee. When I was back home, I don't remember why, but I had read something or seen something or whatever that, what was it? Trader Joe's coffee filters were great, blah, blah, blah. So when I was back there, I picked up some of the filters that I need. And since I've been back, that's for the Bon Mach, okay? Which is, you know, single serving one. So I've been tasting it and going, God, it's just something wrong with this coffee. God, there's just something wrong with this coffee. And it's been one of those after another. And then I put it in, you know, the Chemex. Same coffee, same ratio, same everything. And it'd be like, whoa, this is good. So I was thinking, okay, well, somehow it's the way when I was partially right, the coffee gets filtered better in this. But what I learned this morning was, because I was smelling it, and I'm like, it's just got like an unnatural smell. And remember, when I put the filter in there, I wash it all off with the water before to try to get any of the papery, chemical, whatever residue out. But it wasn't getting enough of that out. So the coffee taste was like, so I ended up having some, not exactly the right filters for it, but I can adapt them since they're here. And this filter, I brewed another cup after that, and these work fine. So unfortunately, the filters that I had bought before just aren't going to make it, and I just got rid of them because there was no point in it if it's going to ruin the cup of coffee. But that's a point. If you're, you know, brewing coffee and you get sort of a funny taste or whatever, it could be something just as simple as the coffee filter's wrong. Could be. Just went by 1648, and there's a sign on the telephone pole right across from the entrance that says, you know, swimming with the pigs. This swimming with the pigs thing, I don't get it at all. Why would you want to go see a pig? I don't know, maybe it's just me. They're lovely animals and everything. They're very intelligent, but I don't think I would base a vacation trip on going to see pigs. If I did, well, there's probably lots of them in South Carolina or North Carolina. They're not swimming, but and the other part is that I don't know. I just don't get the swimming with the pig thing at all. And the other part is you know, this doesn't seem to get highlighted very much as opposed to the, you know, young girls in the skimpy bathing suits playing with the pigs. But pigs bite. They bite hard. a few of those videos where, you know, these people have been chased and been bitten by the pigs. So again, I just don't see it. Huh. Would have been a good snort party there. It would have been a good snort party. Yes. Once again, boys and girls, why reading is so important. Let me show you. Okay, that one's close, okay? That one's close. Now, let's go down here. Why reading is so important. You might be thinking, okay, well, maybe it was all filled with the little golf carts there earlier. Nope, when we came, there wasn't one parked in there. They were parked all over the edges. Like there was some kind of voodoo or plague by parking there, or nails, or I don't know. Well, today really wasn't a very exciting day by any means. I did some emails, worked on some aspects for selling the property up north, the house here in Governors. And, you know, it's one of those things that I don't see any possibilities of things changing here. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I, you know, accept reality for what it is. And it's like, okay, I get it, all right, don't love it, but let's move on, and I'm ready. So I've got stuff I need to do. We'll get some of that done next week, but building plans have to be put in, and different things like that. But it's just a point, you know, unless something miraculous happens, you know the end is coming. So let's just do it, get it done, and move on. Remember earlier when I was telling you about I didn't understand the people and the pigs? There's a lot of things I don't understand. Here's another one. The government has just done this big promotional type thing featuring Lenny Kravitz and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I know Lenny Kravitz is a world-renowned everything else. I'm also pretty sure that if you're a Lenny Kravitz like fan, and I'm sure he's got millions of them, you know an awful lot already about his life. You know that, you know, he's got a place here, he's got a place there, he goes here, he goes there, that kind of thing. So wouldn't those people already know that he has a house and comes to Eleuthera all the time? So they're either going to be coming anyway, or they're not going to be coming because they can't afford it or whatever. So what's the benefit to having that? I mean, is it really going to be a major draw? Is he doing this, you know, for free out of the goodness of his heart? I have no idea on that one. But, you know, you've already got all these people. You're going to get new people involved? I kind of doubt it. You know, I don't think that's something that's really going to work. You're going to get some more people, but again, this whole thing of, you know, coming to Eleuthera, it's great. You know, there's more and more houses being built, all kinds of stuff, but yet we haven't concentrated on upgrading the infrastructure. There's 3 airports on the island and X number of planes. There's no more planes coming than there used to be. And the planes have a certain size, load, number of people they can carry every day. So don't you have to do these sort of hand in hand? Like if you can get, I don't know, say 300 people a day coming to Eleuthera, 500 or whatever it happens to be. If you want more people to come, don't you need more airplanes, or is it going to be 2 per seat in the future? Yeah, right. I mean, you're going to stack them up. I mean, have bunks up in the airplanes. I mean, most of the airplanes that come here, you know, from NASA anyway, are like 19, 21 seaters. You get some bigger ones who come in from the U.S., but again, if those don't increase their schedules, you're still only getting X number of people here. You have to increase the airfares, not the airfares, it's not the right word, the number of planes coming to Eleuthera from either Nassau or from the States. If you don't do that, you can have all the advertising you want, but there's only so many spaces on so many planes. So I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of things I don't understand. So how's this for a concept? I mean, I know I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time, but why not, if the government wants to do something to increase tourism for Eleuthera, which seems to be their plan, because Nassau's bad and, you know, just had that thing over there with the U.S. saying, be careful if you go there. What about if we got some type of an airfare incentive so that flights were actually cheaper to get here? Interesting concept, huh? So let's suppose it was cheaper and people said, ooh, we could go to this Eleuthera place. Look, it's only this much. Do you think more people might come because of that? I do. Because the airfare that's when you're planning a vacation, that's one of the first things you're going to be looking at. You look at where you're going to stay, sure, but then you've got to figure out how to get there. So when you all of a sudden get on the airfare parts, and, you know, most people have a set time they can go. They just can't say, oh, I'm going to go next Friday or the middle of June. You know, you've got to set up vacation times. So school vacations, if you're a teacher, or that kind of thing. So why not have it so that the airfares all the time were subsidized by the government to make sure that more people could afford to fly in? Because that way, when they look at the, you know, website and say, oh, geez, that's not bad at all for airfare there. Let's go. Again, there's a lot of things I don't understand.